Shouting through the rain. Victor, please, it's not what you think. I never wanted this. Victor turns, his voice breaking. I don't know if I can ever trust you again, Rebecca. Maybe you were never mine to begin with. Behind them, Desmond leans casually on his car, smirking, watching the chaos he has created. Desmond to himself, coldly. If she can't be mine willingly, then I'll make sure she loses him. Love was never simple for Rebecca. Torn between two men, one who broke her heart and one who tried to heal it, she never imagined that love could turn into a dangerous game of pride, jealousy, and betrayal. This is the story of how one choice changed everything. Rebecca walks into a quiet coffee shop carrying her books. She often comes here to read and study. Desmond is seated at a corner table, typing on his laptop. He looks sharp in a tailored suit. Rebecca freezes, then gathers courage to walk past him. Desmond glances up. Rebecca, you again. Do you live here or what? Rebecca laughing nervously. Maybe. Or maybe you just happen to be everywhere I go. Desmond smirks, looking back at his laptop. I doubt that. Rebecca sits a few tables away, sneaking glances at him. Her best friend Grace walks in and spots her immediately. Oh no, not again, she said, staring at him like he's the last man on earth. Rebecca flushed, quickly lowering her gaze. I'm not staring, I was just looking in his direction. Grace rolled her eyes. Looking, please. You've been in love with him for months, and he doesn't even know you exist. Rebecca whispered, Shh, he'll hear you, hugging her book to her chest. You don't understand, Grace. There's something about him. He's different. He's confident, successful, focused. He's everything I want. Her friend shook her head in pity. Different, Rebecca. Men like Desmond only see women when they want something. Don't lose yourself waiting for him. Rebecca sighs but doesn't respond. She watches Desmond laugh on a phone call, her heart aching. Meanwhile, Victor, standing in front of his mirror at home, he's rehearsing. Rebecca, I care about you. No, too serious. Rebecca, I like you. Simple. No, too cheap. Every time the words felt too heavy, too simple, or too foolish. He groans, throwing his hands in the air. His elder sister, Susan, enters with a knowing smile. Victor, she said, if you don't tell that girl how you feel, you'll lose her before you even try. Don't let fear decide for you. Victor startled. Susan, you scared me. Wait, you know? Susan laughing. Of course I know. You've been moonwalking around her for months. Stop overthinking. She might just surprise you. Victor looks down, nervous but hopeful.
Rebecca's heart, however, could no longer keep quiet. One cool evening, after closing at the shop, she gathered every drop of courage and asked Desmond to meet her at the park. Her hands trembled as she stood before him, the night breeze brushing against her skin. Desmond, she began softly, I know this may sound strange, but I like you. I've liked you for a long time. For a moment, silence stretched between them. Desmond leaned back, smirking slightly, and lets out a short laugh. Rebecca, you're a sweet girl, he said, his tone calm but dismissive. But let's be honest, you're not what I'm looking for. Don't get carried away. The words sliced through her heart. She forces a nod, fighting tears. I understand. Thank you for being honest. She turned and walked away quickly, her steps heavy, her vision blurred by heartbreak. That same night, Victor paces outside Rebecca's house, rehearsing again. He finally knocks. Rebecca opens, eyes swollen from crying. Rebecca, he asks, concerned. What happened? Why are you crying? She forced a small smile. It's nothing, Victor. Just a long day. They sat quietly for a while before Victor's nerves gave way to his heart. His voice trembled, but his words finally found their freedom. Rebecca, I don't know how to say this, but I like you. I've liked you for a long time. You're the first thing on my mind every morning, and I can't hide it anymore. Rebecca stared at him, her heart torn in two directions. Only hours ago, she had been rejected by the man she thought she wanted most. Now here was Victor, offering her the affection she craved, but from the wrong person. Or so she believed. Still, her wounded heart reached for comfort. She whispered, "Victor, maybe we can try. I need something new in my life right now." Victor's face lit up with relief and joy, as though the world had finally given him a gift he'd long prayed for. He held her hand gently, while Rebecca forced a smile she didn't truly feel. Inside, her heart ached with confusion. That night, unable to sleep, Rebecca lay on her bed staring at the ceiling. The memory of Desmond's rejection clashed with Victor's tender confession. She called Grace, her voice low and unsteady. "Grace, I said yes to Victor, but my heart still aches for Desmond. What if I made a mistake?" Her friend sighed, trying to choose her words carefully.
Rebecca, sometimes the person who makes you cry isn't the one meant to make you happy. Give Victor a chance. You might be surprised. Rebecca hung up, still torn between hope and heartbreak. She whispered to herself, "Can love really heal a broken heart? Or am I just setting myself up for more pain? Maybe this is the only way to forget him. Maybe Victor can help me heal." The next morning, Victor couldn't hide his happiness. He met his sister, Susan, in the kitchen, humming as he buttered his bread. "Victor, why are you smiling like a fool?" she teased. Victor grinned, unable to contain himself. "She said yes, Susan! Rebecca finally said yes!" Susan's eyes widened, then softened as she studied her brother. "I'm happy for you, but listen. Handle her heart with care. I've seen the way she looks sometimes, like she's carrying a quiet pain." Victor nodded, determined. "I'll protect her," he said with quiet certainty. "She won't regret choosing me." And true to his word, he poured himself into making her happy. Days turned into weeks, and Victor and Rebecca's relationship began to bloom. He took her to dinners, surprised her with flowers, made her laugh with his easy sense of humor, and listened when she spoke, as if her every word mattered. Slowly, laughter returned to her life, and the cracks in her heart began to heal. One evening, as they walked home from church together, Victor paused under a streetlight. His voice was gentle, nervous, almost breaking. "Rebecca, thank you for letting me into your life. I promise I'll never make you cry." Rebecca looked at him, torn between gratitude and guilt. "Victor, you don't have to promise me anything. Just be real with me. That's enough." For a while, she started to believe that maybe, just maybe, she could love him. But peace has a way of attracting storms. Weeks later, Victor invited Rebecca to a corporate dinner. She arrived in a simple blue dress, glowing quietly beside him. Victor felt proud, holding her hand as they entered the hall. And then, across the room, Desmond appeared. The moment he saw Rebecca standing beside Victor, something inside him twisted. His eyes froze, then narrowed, as he watched Rebecca laughing softly with Victor, his closest friend, and the same girl who once confessed to him. "No, this can't be. She came to me first. She said she loved me, and now she's with Victor?" Still, he forced a smile as he approached, masking the jealousy burning beneath his skin. "Victor," he said smoothly, "you didn't tell me you were bringing such a lovely guest." Rebecca froze the moment she saw him, her pulse racing, her hands stiffened in Victor's grip. "Rebecca," Victor said cheerfully, "meet Desmond, my best friend. We go way back." Her voice was barely a whisper. "I already know Desmond." Desmond's eyes gleamed with pride, though deep down, jealousy ate at him. That night, Rebecca lay awake with questions swirling in her mind. She had never guessed that the two men were friends. From then on, Desmond began to play his games. When Victor wasn't around, he lingered close to Rebecca, whispering words that shook her peace. His words were low and unsettling, designed to dig up what she was trying to bury. "You can pretend all you want, Rebecca," he murmured one afternoon at a cafe, leaning across the table. "But feelings don't vanish overnight. Deep down, you still want me, don't you?" Rebecca frowned, standing quickly, her voice trembling. "That's not true, Desmond. I'm with Victor now. Respect that." Desmond leaned back, smiling with dangerous confidence. "Is that so? Then why do your eyes tremble every time I see you?" His smirk told her he didn't believe a word of what she said. And worse, her own heart faltered. Because as much as she tried to deny it, Desmond's presence still shook her. So she hurried away, her chest tight with confusion. That evening, she confessed her unease to her friend Grace. Tears gathered in her eyes as she whispered, "Grace, I don't understand myself anymore. Desmond keeps coming around saying things that make me doubt. What if I never stopped feeling something for him?" Grace shook her head and grabbed Rebecca's hand firmly. "Rebecca, don't be fooled." She said, "That man broke you when you gave him your heart. He doesn't want you happy. That's all this is. Don't let him destroy what you found with Victor." Rebecca nodded, but her heart remained unsettled. Days later, Rebecca's phone buzzed late in the evening. Her stomach sank when she saw the name Desmond. Against her better judgment, she answered. His voice was calm, almost persuasive. "Rebecca, I need to see you. Just once. For closure. That's all." "Rebecca, this isn't right. I shouldn't." The words died in her throat as the door opened. Victor stepped in, carrying a bag of food to surprise her. His eyes immediately caught the glow of her phone screen. "Desmond?" His voice was sharp, his face tightening with suspicion. "Why is Desmond calling you, Rebecca? Do you know him that well?" Rebecca's heart dropped. In that instant, everything unraveled. What comes next? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.